Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, my name is DJ here at my place, chilling, doing what I do on a Monday. I sit back, watch videos, and kind of listen to what the people got to say. And of course, I came across another video today that I have to speak on. And the video was talking about MMA training. I'm a big MMA fan, big Conor McGregor fan, and it was talking about whether or not MMA or how MMA fighters taking up an MMA would be a better self-defense choice than some of your self-defense systems like Krav Maga. So, of course, I got to give my feedback and tell you my opinion on that. All right. So, first, let me talk about. Let me first explain. Everybody knows what MMA is, okay? Mixed martial arts, and MMA guys, they get into the cage, the UFC, and they train, and they some tough dudes. I mean, they train every day to go in there to give punches, take punches, break noses, break arms, put people to sleep. That's what they do. All right, and they're pretty goddamn good at it. And so let's talk about Krav Maga. Now, let's talk about the form of Krav Maga that these people are referencing. First of all, what they're talking about is the person that's coming in to learn basic self-defense, hoping they never have to use it. Basic self-defense in the hope that they never have to do it. They may come in twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. They may spend 2 or 3 hours a week learning some techniques that they hope they never are going to have to use. But just in case they do, they want to know how. Now, that's a basic Krav Maga practitioner. Now, if you, or basic, martial arts, reality fighting practitioner. Now, if you put that person against a person that trains for hours every day to break somebody's arm, to put somebody to sleep, to take them down, to submit them, to beat them into submission or knock them out, who do you think is going to win? Of course, the MMA fighter all day long. Of course, the average MMA fighter, because that's the average MMA fighter, put them against the average person that goes to a Krav Maga school to just learn some techniques to, defend himself. Of course, the MMA fighter will win every time. It's a no-brainer. Let's flip that script. Let's talk about Krav Maga in another form. Krav Maga in the form that it was originated from with the Israeli Defense Forces. Now, here's guys that they train all day, every day. They in there for 5 or 6 hours every day with one thing on their mind: to kill or be killed. That's it. They're going to battle, and they know they're going to battle. And when they go to battle, only 2 things going to happen: either they're going to kill you or their enemy, should I say, or their enemy is going to kill them. That's how they train. Ain't no submission, ain't no knocking them out. It's kill or be killed. Now, if you take a person that trains like that, with that mentality, their mentality is to kill you, kill their enemy, against a person whose mentality is to tap them out, get a stoppage, win by decision. Who do you think is going to win that fight? Exactly. I even put a guy that's in the Marines, a guy that's a Navy SEAL, any of those guys who train to kill over a guy who trains to get someone in an armbar. So it's all about context. It's all about context and what they're training for. Yes, an MMA fighter on the regular who's training to do something more than a Krav Maga basic practitioner, yes, the MMA fighter would be better. A soldier that's training to fight for the life of his country or life of his the guy beside his side, I'm gonna die for you, you're gonna die for me, would be much more proficient than, say, an MMA fighter. It all depends on the context of what you're training. So before you guys put out, who is better, this guy over this guy, know the context of what you're talking about. But, then again, that's just my opinion. Whatever you want to do, guys, go ahead and train it. Be the best at it. The more you know, the less likely, you ever have to use anything in a street self-defense scenario anyway. All right? So, cool. That's it. I'm out.